MOUZ taking it slow early on. They still got a minute, right? Still got
Yeah.
plenty of time here. What are they going to try and crack on? I could go for a little bit of a vent dive. Is there anyone who could receive it? I suppose APOC could come around pretty quickly, but Liki's going to play forward up on it, try and avoid letting them down that path. Are they going to do it? Looks kind of like they're going to do it. Still got a smoke for it. Could set it up. Trying to find the space outside. Where's the smoke? Smoke's outside. Never mind. They're not going for a vent drop. Yeah. They're going for a wrap in towards A, and they've taken Mini for free. Missed opportunity there for Frozen, but eventually they will get it done with a couple of Deegs. Need the reload there. This is getting awkward. Bymas doing a ton of damage, but he needs a teammate to help him out. Well, at the very least, Frozen can buy time, but it's still just the Bymas show here. He's been caught by hazr. The round pretty much over here. Torzy just doesn't have the time, and he can't find the rifle either. Got the gun now, but not the seconds, and he's going to have to back away with what little he has. 1 kill in the round and a gun to steal away, but a great result for LookingForOrg.
It is great, at least on the scoreboard, but bad in terms of their economy, right? Because they will not be able to buy into those rifles just yet in a convincing way and also find the utility. I think they'll be able to get a couple of A1Ss, but Liki and Savage are probably going to have to go for MP9. So it's not a terrible buy-up, and we also have to consider that MOUZ are likely on the eco here, but they will be able to get Deagles, and they have the FAMAS saved by Torzy from the previous round. So we'll have to see. It's still a scary start for LookingForOrg. They do need to really find their rhythm here on CT side and pick up as many rounds as possible.
This should be your chance to pad the stats a little bit, pad the cushion, keep the money alive. There was going to be the question of whether there's a temptation to chase after Torzi's rifle and invest fully here, knowing that you got them so close to being cracked. Nice spot for APOC. Less nice of a nade. It happens. Failure to launch there. And APOC's out. Flubs one nade and says, enough of this. I'm not about it. So they've been given outside by and large. There's still angles for these rifles to have impact. Now, there's no utility to cover off the cross, but you do have to be a bit wary if you have these guns. Deagles can rip your head before you know it.
MOUZ really taking their time. Now they're going to charge on forward. Did they get spotted out towards
Secret?
They
did. Yeah.
Okay. So they did get seen at the very least here, but LookingForOrg will have to go to that B site and engage with those players that are coming on forward. The FAMAS is there as well, and they do have the bomb on Dexter's back. We'll see. Liki gonna spot out some information. He does. Now they're gonna drop back into the bomb site and set up a crossfire. Liki gets one Frozen, just completely deleted. And now you see Torzy with the FAMAS go into observation, looking to do some damage, but he still can't spot anyone out, and the space is quickly being closed up by LookingForOrg. Savage gets Bymas. APOC drops Torzy, and it's NBK with the lone frag on his side. Then Dexter flanks APOC. That is actually pretty huge, because now he's gonna pick up an A1S, try and stick this plant, and there's no one else on the bomb site for now for LookingForOrg.
Money made out of this one. This was looking like a done deal, but suddenly MOUZ have a real chance here. And with the two rifles playing together, even without the armor, right? Savage is low. A few bullets will do it, but it's going to be A-okay. Quick cleanup there. Round gets in doubt. Round gets so risky. But LookingForOrg still managed to bring it through, and they managed to bring it through with 3 alive as well, which we talked about being important. Still for MOUZ, bomb plant out of that one. 2 kills in. It's not the worst result in the world.
Far from it. At the very least, LookingForOrg, like you mentioned, get to save their 2 A1Ss into this next round, the FAMAS as well, and Liki and APOC will have enough money to invest into the A1Ss too. So no opt-out yet, but they don't necessarily need it. We'll have to see if MOUZ has the answer, though. As you mentioned, building up a nice little bit of economy for themselves with that bomb plant. They will have almost full utility, and of course the big green in Torzi's hands. He was quiet over on Dust 2. Maybe Nuke will be a more promising stat line for him, but likely going to see that more on CT side. But you never know. APOC just priming a flashbang, getting ready to throw that on over in towards T-spawn, and that smoke from MOUZ ends up right in front of Mini. APOC going to spam forward and try to connect on something. Doesn't just yet, as MOUZ are slowly but surely creeping their way up towards the outer yard. NBK is also playing Overwatch here on top of Marshmallow.
No, this game's Counter-Strike, John.
Oh, wow.
Frozen has gained the space into its big garage. A lot of forward ground. And now they're going to start to make their move. Still a minute. Lots of time. Lots of time. This utility's going to allow him so far forward. So much room to rumble, and Sterling knows that he has to do something to address this. This is a cheeky play. He's out in the open. I kind of like this off angle, but he's assuming they're coming in towards lockers, and Frozen's actually going around wide. So is Sterling going to be ready for this as this move fades, or is he just going to get caught out in the open? No, he's ready. He's got the read, and now there's no one else who can address this. Even spots the legs going into mini, so it gives a bit of early information, which allows Savage to swing. One and done.
Sterling.
May not be good enough, but they double up. That's the bomb drop. 35 seconds. Bymas needs a miracle. He's pulled these off before. He needs another one. Another huge round. He's only got 2 bullets in the gun. Knows he doesn't have time for a reload either, so it's headshot or bust. Now he'll risk it. Molotov down means he can't retrieve that bomb. 20 seconds to go. There's a player just waiting for him underneath the fence, but oh, it's a trap. Bymas lures them in, and at this point, Sterling needs to stay alive. Avoid the fight if he can, but he can't give up the angle, and he knows it. Oh, what a shot for Sterling. Had to perform and did exactly that. 4 kills to his name, and an upgrade to the AWP available.
That's just a fantastic round from Sterling from top to bottom. I mean, he came out, played the edge of the tip of that smoke at the beginning very well, ended up getting that opening frag, but then the wherewithal to push at the exact right time towards the outside of mini, catches both players off guard. Easy 2K for him thanks to his aggression. And then at the end, very cautious, very careful in that 1v1, knows how dangerous Bymas can be, and still managed to pull that one off. Gave him a little bit of space. The temptation to peek was there, and I think it would have been to Bymas' advantage, but instead, he just holds the angle towards the bomb site. No, Bymas has to cross back over and closes things up. So Looking4Org are up 4-0, still unable to build up that economy because they lost 4 players in the round, but at least they have this early lead that they were looking for. Over on the MOUZ side, they're going to invest quite a bit, Mike, and yeah.
Look at Bymas. APOC has no idea. APOC has no idea there's a player down here. He's even going to check that and think it's clear at this point. Has it been calm that there's a vent drop? He might catch this through blind luck, but no. No, he's going back around, and now he runs the risk of literally being stabbed in the back. It'll be a bullet to do it at least. They'll save him that dignity. But Bymas now has an upgrade and a path towards a lower site plant.
Man, NBK also follows up with the frag on Liki. That's a 5v3. Sterling again in a good position to respond, but he misses one shot. Hazard's right there for one, and Sterling will connect on Dexter his second attempt. So that's the bomb down. Sterling, the push up this time with the up, but no, Torzi takes him down as he peeks around towards observation, leaving only Savage by his lonesome on the A site. And again, those economic woes, the fact that they couldn't keep players up and running round after round, Looking4Org side means that they will be on an eco in the next round. They could choose to force buy, as they've been apt to do throughout this BO3, but in my opinion, just buy the pistols around the A1S and try for something, as that is an excellent job by MOUZ. It all starts with Bymas, right? Sneaking into the vent drop and catching one off guard. That was APOC, and after that, it was all MOUZ.
And that's, you got to wonder where that issue came through for Looking4Org, because APOC did not seem to be aware in the slightest that a player could be down vent. Whether that's comms, whether that's someone literally wasn't watching it, but you have to assume that somewhere along the line there was an opportunity to even just comm that someone could be down vent. Somewhere there's a failure in the chain of communication, and MOUZ take absolute advantage of it. Big round for them. Heck of a way to get on the board, and here's where we see that issue that you've been talking about, John. They haven't been able to stay clean in any of their round wins. Now they're paying for it. That money is in the toilet, and it looks like
Are they forcing?
Not kind of. Okay, now they've gone all the way in.
Yeah,
Took them a minute to do that, but they've done it.
Their money was really low. They would have been on double save, so yeah. Still.
Maybe just needed a moment to breathe there. You could see their stand-in coach, Ben the Legend, in the background of their cams. Flag on. Just maybe giving them some wise words, calm them down here. Because obviously they've still got this lead to play with, and they'd like to get back to winning ways quickly. Oh, Frozen's found his way down secret for free. But there's 2 players coming to address it, and this could actually get a little bit awkward. How far in does he want to fight this? Could this be a trap? They're trying to bait him on it, but he's already found 1 kill outside. And that means his position will continue to be a threat. Hazard's boosted here. Oh, the ramp room boost. When it works so well.
Frozen. Yeah, Frozen almost gets caught off by APOC, but will end up finding that frag with only 3 HP remaining, and this triggers Sterling to try and go for a bit of a cheeky push into lobby. Maybe he'll catch something off. No one's really watching for it. There we go. NBK domed, and he's got an AK upgrade for himself. Frozen is doing all the damage, so he's got the 3K, and Dexter does catch off Sterling. So no harm, no foul for Sterling. Only 1 frag to his name, and hazr with the deagle and the body armor, staring down at what will be a guaranteed eco into the next round, just wants to try and save this.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing you can really expect him to do.
Yeah.
There's a gun down somewhere, but at this point, I think it's in a hut, if I'm not mistaken, and so that's not retrievable. hazr will just try and keep what little he has. Pinch these pennies. Get that value saver. Take it through to the next round. And he's been spotted, so that might not be possible anymore. Yeah, under risk, under threat. They're starting to heat up. They want this hunt, but that's a nice shot, at least. And now MOUZ will think better of it. You know, he's just got to do it.
There's a gun.
It's fine.
Oh!
Down he goes.
We're just waiting for him. The gun was bait. And he goes down. Well, either way, he got a frag, so that's, you know, at least something on the board. But MOUZ still had 3 players surviving. Their money is quite good, especially on T's side. And they have 3 AKs, the A1S from the previous round, and the AWP in Torzy's hands. LookingForOrg, because they full-on forced in that previous round, won't be able to buy much of anything in this one. In fact, they won't buy a single stitch of armor, nor utility, nothing. It's all default pistols coming through here for LookingForOrg. Means they're going to try and stack something and be cheeky, and that will be mini. MOUZ are being really patient here.
Little poke around the smoke.
Oh,
okay. One dead. Shouldn't be able to get much off of it, but Frozen puts Torzy down. His comrade got in the way of the bloodlust, and he will put him down on the ground. He'll retrieve his op, be like, my bad, guy.
Yeah, he's looking over saying, my bad, yeah.
Toss it back over. A little fist bumps, a little laughter, perhaps, as they have now brought this back within 1.
Yeah, pretty straightforward round there for MOUZ. They didn't want to rush anything because they figured something cheeky might be brewing for LookingForOrg, and it was the right decision. As you saw, LookingForOrg try to filter out for that outer yard push. NBK ends up going down, but the good news was that the rifle didn't drop down and was unretrievable for LookingForOrg, meaning that it was an easy clean for Frozen, even though he ended up getting a 4K, one of those being on his teammate. But it's okay. MOUZ still able to buy up into this one. They've got 3 in a row, looking to make it 4, and Torzy connects on the head of APOC. That's an early 5v4 advantage, exactly what MOUZ were looking for. Sterling's waiting in big garage right now, peering on the edge of this smoke, but doesn't spot out anything. MOUZ have to be careful as they try to push their way back out there, and a flashbang is going to be tossed at. Won't blind Sterling. He spots out 1. That's NBK, and there you have it, evened out at a 4v4. And I think Dexter's kind of caught in no man's land right now. Oh, Savage, look at him go. They don't even know he's here. He's managed to make his way all the way to T-spawn and into lobby. He can do whatever he wants.
He's like, oh, come on, Liki. You had to take that fight. You had to get that kill. I had a freebie. And now they're going to be aware of the possibility, right? Because someone could have pushed all the way through lobby. Dexter eventually has to start to consider it, but maybe a little bit too late. Damage done. That shot a bit early means they're not going to get the kill out of it, and Dexter will now be able to join up with his teammates down towards the lower site. So now the pressure is once again on to hazr. He's been tucked here for a while. Playing a little bit out in the open here by the double door. Playing a bit of an off angle. Now that the op comes in to help him out, this becomes an easier task. Still, once Decon opens, he's going to have a limited amount of time to have impact here before he'll be threatened on all fronts. Control open. Molotov to keep his offer off. That shot goes wide. Now they need hazr to come alive, and he does exactly that. 1, 2, not the third. But with 8 seconds to go, Frozen has no time to make this happen. And as they pull him off the initial phase, he's done. He can't get this round through. LookingForOrg defend their lead, find 5 at that, and build on through here.
Yeah, it's just a good hold by LookingForOrg, and Savage slipping behind the lines was the difference maker, because MOUZ, even though he doesn't actually find the frags, he does the damage and he keeps MOUZ looking everywhere, and they were taking so long to decide where they wanted to go that at the end of the day, the clock ran out on them, and Frozen had to go for the fight because he knew that there was no chance of the bomb plant coming through. So The 3-round win streak ends for MOUZ, and LookingForOrg, as you mentioned, do defend their lead and stay on top for now. MOUZ still able to buy up fully into this round, and Bymas takes down hazr immediately. APOC going to try and force the issue with a nade thrown. He does get a response. Bymas around the corner. Can he take him down too? He does. That's an excellent 2K for APOC. Not to mention the icing on the cake is Savage finding Torsi, and then Liki dropping Frozen. MOUZ losing all the bodies here in the first 40 seconds of the round. And now it's all up 10 BK and no longer. Very quick there. Victory there for LookingForOrg, and Savage was pushed up already all the way towards T-spawn.
Finally a chance to make money.
Yeah.
Money? LookingForOrg have been desperate for it. Nice round for Savage. That fight for APOC threw in towards ramp, right? He was so loath to give it up. They had to have it. Now that's the critical piece that just starts to tilt things in their favor. Timeout going to be used here. Just their first. MOUZ wants to talk things through. This is still very recoverable, right? But things have not gone their way, and they've got the money to invest. So if they could bring out this round, here's where you prevent LookingForOrg from building up that momentum. If you've got kind of a cheeky play here, if you got something to bring through. Admittedly, I will say this. For MOUZ, there may be an element of not wanting to show too many things from their playbook, right? They don't gain anything from this win except for confidence, so they may not want to reveal too many tricks and put them on the demo tape if they've got something in reserve. But if you got something that you like, that you don't mind showing, here would be the chance.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the stats here for MOUZ, typically, of course, as many teams are winning more of their rounds on CT side, 56% of them, only 43% on T side. But, you know, as you mentioned, LookingForOrg still putting up a pretty good fight here. And Sterling is going to get the off frag over on Bymas, and Frozen's getting tagged down to 33. You have to wonder if MOUZ are going to dig into their playbook. Pull off an interesting strat. They've got 3 players here down secret. In fact, all 4 moving towards it. Ooh, audio cue. That's not going to help. I think hazr heard that.
Oh, he definitely will have. He definitely will have. The question is, does he signal in his teammates? They've left him on an island here towards lower. Now he's bringing in the op. Here's the support that hazr wants. He's shown a few different looks here. This time he's tucked in towards the corner, right? Had nice impact playing from outside those double doors 2 rounds ago. Counting's hard. But now he's going to come to play. Caught full white by that flashbang, but he's still, his vision clears in time to find the kill. Only a 1. They had the nades. Now would be the opportunity to deploy them, but APOC instead is going to try and get close. He's going to play it cheeky, and he's lost a teammate, so now he's very much out on an island. Needs to deliver. He could do no such thing. Dexter shuts it down with 2 huge kills, and at this point, Liki and Savage, do they want to go back through? That nade won't find a kill. It'll do damage, but without a kill given through here, Savage might just have to give up. And he is going to back away. Big round to win for MOUZ. They take the timeout. They needed a critical round to prevent that momentum from building for LFO. And they do exactly that. Wonder what Cycron said in that round.
Go shoot, kill, win.
Yeah, Dexter. Go shoot, kill. Where did Dust 2 Dexter go? Come on. Go win us a round.
And he
Those
did.
The comms.
I mean, there was a bit of a blunder there from MOUZ giving the audio cue, but they still win the aim duels despite LookingForOrg sending the reinforcements into that B site. So there's a 4th on the board. They have to be feeling good about that. And on Nuke, if they can get 6 rounds, I would say they're probably feeling pretty comfortable. 6 rounds T side, I should say. They're probably feeling pretty comfortable jumping on over their CT side. That said, LookingForOrg are still going to have the guns here. It's going to be 2 AK saved over from that previous round. The AWP, the A1S, and the MP9. MOUZ, on the other hand, are going to lose the player in the opening moments. Bymas dropped by Sterling. That was through squeaky door. And then Frozen strikes back on Sterling to make it a 4v4 and has the edge towards APOC. I don't know if APOC knows how far Frozen's been pushed up here, but he's dealing with Torsi, and he will go down to NBK anyway. So 3v3 as Liki might poke and prod his way out here to look for another advantage for his squad.
Here's the problem.
Supporting in a crossfire. Yes.
Savage doesn't know that Frozen's in garage. But Frozen's not moving. And so Savage is going to get a kill before Frozen does anything. All right, Frozen. His teammates right now are like, what are you doing? When are you going to do the thing? You're losing teammates. And that was a little bit too slow from Frozen.
Yeah.
He gained that really prime angle, but he just wanted to wait to see if he could get something out of it before having to actually make a move. And so by the time he actually does anything, everybody's dead, and they don't get anything out of the angle.
No, it is a real shame, honestly. Could have peeked around a lot sooner and dealt with, I think it was APOC, you know, getting a frag earlier on where Frozen probably could have caught him blindsided. But yeah.
There's a word for what Frozen did. A little bit of bait. A little bit of baiting. A little bit.
Yeah.
His teammates not gonna be thrilled with him for that round, shall we say? And that gives up a prime opportunity here for MOUZ. They're back on the Deegs. Back on the Eco. Eco at that. Chance. Gotta be careful with your bullets. Don't get caught without them in your gun. Okay. It's all right. Oh. Everybody lives from this engagement, and I'm not quite sure how it happened. Right. Just gonna back away and bail.
And Dexter's going back and forth with hazr in ramp. Neither of them able to seal the deal. So Sterling pops up, almost sees that Deagle bullet connect with his head, but he does go down the stairs in time to avoid it. And then, yeah, exactly. Finally, hazr is going to finish off Dexter with the A1S and primes himself for a couple more frags potentially. Yes, man.
At this rate, hazr might literally run out of bullets for this gun. He's got one more full reload available.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get a little nervous. He's going to run out of A1S bullets.
He'll be okay. He'll be okay.
They've left, so he should be fine. But it's getting shaky there. APOC, time to make some money. And there it is. Frozen a bit of damage, but can he find any more? He can indeed. Still, his 2 kills will be the only ones in the round. As once again, they come when everybody else on his team is dead.
Oh, LookingForOrg, though, they've got this half at the very least under their belts with 8 rounds. Already more than they got on Dust 2, which is the good news. The bad news is, of course, this is more expected on a map like Nuke CT side. So MOUZ, I think LookingForOrg getting it to double digits would be would be excellent. If you can prevent MOUZ from getting up to 6, that sets you up potentially to pull off an upset on this map and send us on over to a third and deciding map.
It is really nice to see them rally after the drubbing that they suffered on Dust 2, right?
Yep.
It's a good showing for LFO on a map that we would have even put slightly more favored towards MOUZ. Most of the time. All right, Frozen's found the spot. This time he's going to do something with it, right? This time he's like, all right, I can't sit in the corner. Hey, he peeked around. Come on, Frozen. Keep going. Keep going. I believe in you. I know it's dangerous outside. I know it's scary outside your door, but I believe in you. Take that space. You're going to throw a smoke for him. That should give him some comfort. Give him some room to rumble. Coax him on out. Oh, he's being shot at.
I saw him, yeah.
Time to talk. Come on, Frozen. He's got it. He's out the door. Through the threshold. Frozen is in the outside world. It's like coaxing a wild animal out of the cage when you're trying to re-release them, you know?
Like, come on.
Just had to get him through. Now he's out, though. And now hazr could be in for a world of trouble, but APOC's coming to help.
I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say APOC's right there, so they've got a pretty good position set up here. Frozen around the corner, though, gets hazr, and that will open up a little bit of space. Thing is, Frozen has to be very aware of the possibility of another player being here, and he's not. APOC takes him down, and simultaneously Sterling finds Torzi, making it a 4v2, but only momentarily. Look at Dexter and MBK into the rafters, up into heaven.
They don't know he's
here.
Now
the bomb going to get planted on Dexter. Liki, yeah, they don't know he's here, and he will find the 2K. It's over. Defusal comes through. At least to get a bomb plant, Mike, but that is well played for Liki. Fist bumps deserved.
Love that play. What are they waiting for? Just go hunt utility or another AK? Is that what they're looking for? APOC wants something. And it's the AK.
It's the AK, yeah.
That's the prize. So they are going to be able to bring that rifle on through, get as much as they possibly want going in, and here's the momentum. Oh, yeah, fist bump's coming in from the coach. Got to get that fist bump in. Shoutouts to Ben. Prime fist bumper right there. That's like 50% of being a coach. It's just having the most comforting fist bumps and like shoulder rubs that you could possibly do, folks. That's what everyone says. It's definitely not reductive of coaching at all.
Yeah, you simplified that a little too much.
Oh, Sterling! Oh my goodness. He's feeling hot. Hot to trot and a little bit too hot. He's been cooled down by the man named Frozen. wanted that fight, flew into it. And now hazr going for a little awkward jump peek there. Will get punished. Can't do that on land. Torzy is ready for you. And oh, it's disaster right now for LookingForOrg. Everything that can go wrong in this round is going wrong, John, and they're getting washed on out of it.
So good last round too, and now this one, not a single frag on through. MOUZ just tearing their way into that B site. And now it's Savage and APOC. They look at their economy and say, well, we could try for this one. We'd have to sacrifice an AK, which isn't necessarily a good idea, and go for what would need to be 5 frags and a bomb defusal. And they say, yeah, you know what? That's not too good. The odds aren't too good. Let's just save and give ourselves a better chance of coming out with victory in that 15th and final round. But MOUZ inching ever closer now to those 6 rounds, I think, which would lead to a strong CT side for them.
Yeah, I mean, as it stands right now, it's going to be a pretty neutral scoreline either way, right? Not a substantial lead for either side. But yeah, there's a world of difference mentally between getting that second digit on the board here for
Exactly,
LFL.
exactly.
So, see if they can do it. NBK most crucially saves a Zeus through that round. Very important here. Very important. You know, one thing that I don't think we ask players enough is when their jerseys have numbers, how do they pick the number? What about 11 speaks to Cyclone?
Huh, that's a good question.
I think request if we get a Cyclone interview. Why 11?
When I was picking numbers, I always look at someone I idolize or something and wanted to have that similar number. Yeah.
But like, that's not, you can't really do that in CS, you know?
No, not as much.
Like, I guess you could go with a sports figure, but
yeah,
most teams don't have jersey numbers, and they're not really associated with it either. APOC is going to associate Frozen's face with some bullets, but it might just get traded back here. Torzy chasing. Torzy, finds 2, lines them up. Nicely done for the young Opper. And now a chance at that lower site. APOC will try and rally back around to fight it, but may not get there in time. Utility in's going to make his life difficult as well. APOC doesn't want to strike too soon, knowing that there could be full presence in here, John, and, well, soon there will be.
Yeah.
He opened the door. Torzy on notice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good job to keep Torzy on notice, right? But MOUZ do have control. This B said they're just waiting for their opportunity to plant the bomb, and the health isn't exactly great. Dexter and NBK down to 7 and 17 HP respectively, and you think LookingForOrg are eventually going to try and find their way back in here. There's a smoke tossed out, but, I mean, Torzy has full control of Decon. Liki's going to get 1 on NBK, though, and that's a 3v3.
The 1 HP, he's done. Didn't even see that player's gun model blocking it all the way through. Now Savage and APOC. Can they pull off a hero play, APOC? As Savage was quickly got his answer. 1 man and a dream. And 1 man that will be ruined by Bymas. We'll be back after this break. Because this one is feeling a lot better. They're getting a real chance to make their show here on Nuke, and, well, it's going to require a bit of spice from the T side, but that's spice that they've hopefully brought in their toolkit.
Yeah, it's kind of playing to a typical Nuke victory for MOUZ, given the rounds they won on T side, about 40%, and they usually win about 54% on their CT side, as I mentioned earlier. So, look, feeling good for MOUZ still, but LookingForOrg, as you mentioned, a chance to break through here, and APOC is going to do exactly that. Through Squeaky, gets 1. Bymas waiting there to drop APOC, and now trying to find himself a second. Finally, it's Savage to the damage, but Bymas still alive, gets a response, but only 1, giving the advantage now to LookingForOrg. And Liki, yeah, very nice, gets a 2K for himself. Torzy, the last one standing.
I just feel like Liki's come alive there for the team, and he's giving them a lot more to work with. Torzy, this shouldn't be possible. The crossfire set up about perfectly for MOUZ, for Torzy's position, and now he's revealed himself. That was a bit of an aggro play here. Want to wait for Sterling's contact, but Sterling will be good for it.
That's big.
So no problem there. They take through the pistol round. They could give themselves a chance to build on this with 10 rounds found right off the rip.
Yeah, it's a big one. That's a big one to find there for Looking4Org to get to the opening pistol round and jump right into double digits. Now MOUZ would almost certainly going to force, and yeah, they are buying into this one. Torzy with the scout, and likely going to be Deagles across the board. And you do see a bit of a deviation from that. NBK with the 5.7 and Frozen with the CZ. Over on Looking4Org, they actually don't have any AKs up. They wanted that utility more than the firepower, so it's going to be 4 Galils and the MAC-10 on their side. Torzy spots one out, takes a shot, can't connect on it, and now they're smoked off here, our MOUZ.
Spots for Torzy. Dives out, avoids the damage, but... there's the tag. Was going to say misses his chance to have impact. Doesn't find the kill, doesn't have the confirmed damage either, but Liki's going to be feeling that one, and he'll go to the MAC-10 as a result. He's also got 4 nades. Okay, he's sharing those out. He shared my exact concern, right?
Yeah.
It's like, does he go down and not have impact with them? Well, he does go down, but he gave him up early. So he'll still have a chance to use his nades. Frozen feeling the heat, but this ice cube's not going to melt. He'll just chill in the corner, and while NBK has been lost, that might just bring them back up top. And it doesn't. Bymas is here. He might have support from heaven in a moment, but Bymas' first shot's not going to connect. His second won't even happen. Now the site's been lost. Now this bomb's going down, and the retake will need to happen, but no one's watching the vent.
Oh, no.
Oh, APOC drops, gives up a rifle, and this could be bad now. Prime opportunity for Dexter. Damage done. The spam enough to finish it off as he was so low, and while Sterling will chase this kill through, he can't even do that. 4 kills for the man. Dexter trying to make this happen, on pace for the ace, and they need to get someone on that bomb, and they know it. There it is. Round win. What a round for Dexter. The IGL takes all in hand here, John, to deliver them the win.
Ooh, that's a tough pill to swallow there for Looking4Org, right? You get the pistol round, you're looking strong going into this next one. You get the bomb plant, everything's going your way, and all of a sudden just Dexter comes out to ruin your day. And just no one was watching though. No one was watching the vent. You have to keep eyes on. They had the bodies to do it. And once Dexter sneaks through and then finds that headshot into Squeaky, I mean,
those are the kind of little gaps that get exploited, man.
Exactly. It's just little mistakes that keep happening on the Looking4Org side. And I mean, you really do need that decisive start to your T side against a strong Nuke team like MOUZ, and it just slips away.
There's a gap. Shot's not on.
Information gain.
Information gain for sure. They're going to go down towards lower. The question is, can Bymas hold on? He gets 1, but 1 is not enough. This could actually be bad now. These players are being called in. There's still a lurker. Kill to find. Can they have impact from the Savage? Just has a Glock. He's just got a Glock, and it's a little bit too little too late. You can understand why he was hesitant to make the move with just the Glock, but by the time he comes through, the round's already over.
Yeah, MOUZ pretty relaxed, feeling good. You see the smiles on their faces. Definitely a team that is not too stressed by the current deficit being down 10-8, and you go back and looking at the difference, the contrast between, Looking4Org when they had their 2 rounds in a row, or 4 rounds in a row, in fact, on CT side, and MOUZ. MOUZ had body standing quite a few over the last 2 rounds. You see that reflected in their economy, so they've already built it up, doing exactly what you have to do on Nuke CT side. And it's looking worse for Looking4Org, I would say, than it did for MOUZ when Looking4Org was doing well on their CT side.
There was actually, you're talking about the smiles on the faces of MOUZ, and this brings up an interesting point. I remember there's an interview that Frozen gave. It was either one of the post-game interviews or in an outlet. I don't remember exactly where it was, but he talked about it, that he hadn't had this much fun in a team in a very long time. Obviously, the mood in that old MOUZ roster got a little bit soured when everyone kind of realized, a bit of a dead team walking. Wops was on his way out. But changes seem to have brought a little bit of the fun back here, for sure.
There's no doubt.
Okay. Kills come through. No problem in this round. And indeed, it's very, very clean, John.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously you can be the most practiced team, have the best strats, be strong across the board technically, but the psychological aspect is often overlooked in Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
You're right, You need to be having fun too. You need to be enjoying who you're playing with. Otherwise, things can go sour even if you are very technically skilled.
It is Absolutely a mental game. There's a lot of conversation about, you know, how much is it 60-40, is it 50-50, like, but once you're at the top level, I mean, these guys all have insane individual play. It's so much of it becomes about that mental game, and yeah, clearly that's something that might be on its way to improving for MOUZ. But the best way to improve the mental, John, is wins.
Yes, that's important.
Winning cures all, as the saying goes. People put up with a lot if they're winning. And if they're having fun and winning, oh, boy. What more could you want?
That's the ideal situation. 1:15 on the clock here, though. MOUZ looking to tie things up at 10-10 after losing that opening pistol round, and that's the start they were hoping for. Frozen drops hazr, and again, they're still using guns from 2 rounds ago, and their economy is just blossoming. If they win this one, it's super problematic for LookingForOrg, even if they're going to hit the full loss bonus eventually in a couple of rounds.
Lower's open.
Yeah, lower is open, and the B site has been taken here by LookingForOrg.
That's a huge kill. That's going to prevent the fast rotation, right? They've got the threat towards mini. This could be a play towards A. And they still don't have this information, and Liki's doing it again. Leading the board for his team. He keeps stepping up to make these individual plays when they really need it. Oh, Bymas! Speak of an individual play, and this man delivers. Steps to the forefront. Dexter has to back away. Wants to allow time for his teammates to get in position. In the meantime, Sterling's going to go forward for that fight. So a 2v2 in the post plan. An opportunity to win here. An opportunity to bring this through. But APOC gets shot in the back. He knows both set of doors are open. He has to reposition. It's too uncomfortable. He's got Sterling to play off of. We need to make a wombo combo happen here. And APOC will go forward for the first. It's all on the Bymas now. Oh, he's already found 2 kills. Time is running out. He doesn't have an opportunity to win here. Oh, but he will make it so very close.
It at least makes it an expensive round there for LookingForOrg by getting 3 frags to his name and leaving only 1 standing. But on the T side, it's a lot easier to absorb those types of losses, and it will be an 11-9 lead. So the 2-round lead is restored here for LookingForOrg. Timeout called by MOUZ. As mentioned, though, they had so much money going into that previous round that a full-on buy-up is just easily done here on their side. Dexter will be buying up eventually, but again, he's the one calling the timeout, talking things over with the squad, making sure that they're going to be positioned well here, because it will be a punishing round loss for LookingForOrg should it go MOUZ's way. I'm getting ahead of myself, but you know, MOUZ do have the momentum, in my opinion, heading into this next round. Alrighty. Timeout has expired, and yeah, full utility for MOUZ. LookingForOrg. I think Savage probably has a gun for himself on the ground somewhere, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's going for Mac 10. Okay.
Yeah. Didn't have a gun.
Okay.
Nah. Nah. Go with it. Fast play. Oh, then drop. Not getting anything outside, I'll tell you that much. Ha-ho! Torzy ready for that one. Feels like every time they jump, Torzy is wherever they are, and he kills them.
Yeah.
He's the jump hunter. You want altitude? Well, he's an enforcer of gravity. We just call Torzy gravity now? Oh, because it feels like his kills. Oh, the law right now. Call it Isaac Newton right now, because Torzy is putting you down. I'm just going to keep workshopping this. We're going to find a nickname in here. Gonna make it happen.
I'm sure you'll get there eventually, Mike.
One day, folks. This is why writer rooms workshop things. Oh, Dexter. Dexter's going to have the spot as they try and come through. And if Torzy can keep the teammate from joining up, he moves off the ankle. Liki down. Savage an opportunity. It's here. This kill's important.
Oh.
And it doesn't quite come in. Does the nade chase? No. Torzy lives. Savage now. He knows he's being overwhelmed. He tries for the first. But this means that hazr has so much work cut out for him.
He was spotted.
They know he's here. They know he's down. And they're just going to group. There's another spot to know that he's forward. And he's going to try and open the double doors. And it's going to work out. Knowing is only half the battle. And knowledge of hazr's position was not enough to see the round through. Oh, I love this play from Torzy. Does hazr clear it? He might see the angle first. No, he does not. It just takes the USP to polish that one off. 3 kills for the man.
That is such a good play from Torzy, just patiently waiting, expecting a potential rotation through those vents, and goes with the USP, and hey, it works out. He lined it up perfectly. Great crosshair placement, and that is good.
The Deeg. All right, you want the vent drop here, John?
Yes.
See if you get it. Nope. Ramp. Here they go. Dexter. Catching everybody. And, well, maybe they should have gone for vent.
Maybe. They didn't.
Rip.
All right. Well.
Yeah, over and done in this one.
Yeah.
Not so good. And one way or another.
It's so trapped. It's so...
They're done. They're done.
Poor Savage. All right. 13-11 in favor of MOUZ, and just no bomb plant coming through for LookingForOrg. They could have used it. It wasn't necessarily integral because even without it, they're still going to have enough with the full loss bonus to get utility up and running. Only Liki and APOC short one nade, but that's not going to be too big of a deal. They will be able to go for any type of execute they should wish, but MOUZ. Oh, their CT side strikes again here on Nuke, and a smoke going to get tossed on forward by Torzy, who's been quite aggressive with this off, and here he goes again. Look at this angle he's holding. So much information gained, and lets his teammates kind of play a little bit further back. Frozen, in fact, though, still up close and personal at the red box here, and Dexter, the opening frag. Frozen hanging around. They're going to clear him. They don't hard clear it, and APOC goes down as a result. Finally, Liki finds the trade, but it's still a man advantage for MOUZ.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good as well. You deny that outside control. Means that your ramp player feel pretty comfortable here. And speaking of your ramp player, hazr chases the kill and does succeed. A little bit awkward with the utility there, but maintains the advantage. Is there any presence towards lower? There is. Bymas has moved down here. Oh, it's Bymas. It's the most terrifying guy on the server right now, and this guy's not too much better. Torzy finding that kill, leaving hazr all on his lonesome, his position known. They're all going to be focused his general direction, and right now Torzy is looking to see if he can't put an end to this round before it really begins. hazr will get in towards the site, but can NBK just shut this down? Yes, he can.
Yep. Not much of a threat there for LookingForOrg, and MOUZ on to 14, making it look easy at this point, and the full loss bonus at the very least is going to help LookingForOrg get buy-ups round after round after round, but they need to win some of those rounds in order to get back into this one, and even here, they decide to go pretty conservatively, in my opinion. They're playing for overtime. They want to go 3 Tech 9s, 1 P250, the Deagle, and a good chunk of utility. Could have been more aggressive with their buy-up, decided against it. Don't necessarily mind it. I mean, the scoreline is still pretty close, but we'll have to wait and see what the decision is here in this pistol round. Last time they charged right into ramp room. This time they're going to hang around the lobby, but Dexter, this is an excellent read. He charges right up. He could get the opening fragment. No, he's being watched, so good on LookingForOrg not to let Dexter take a step further, and he will toss a Molotov to ensure his retreat back into B ramp, and no, he's still hanging around a little bit longer, playing with fire, both figuratively and literally here, as Dexter will find that opener for his squad.
Nicely done. Molotov separates the player. He finds the kill. And they've been vaporized in towards site. Bymas once again being an absolute terror just with the pistols in this round, but there's just nothing to win. No problem here. Series point gets found here from MOUZ, and they are looking to shut this down. It's been looking good. What, we've got 6 rounds in a row at this point for MOUZ, if not 7. And they just need one more. One of the next 4, and it's done. It's dusted. One last fight here for LookingForOrg. They've got the guns. They've got the utility. They got everything they could possibly want, John. But if they've got anything more to show us, now's the time. Do or die.
Indeed. LookingForOrg. Can they pull off this round and 3 more after that to send us to overtime here on Nuke? And yeah, that's a bit of a mix-up there. Bymas stepping into the Molotov on top of Hut, and Frozen spamming APOC down to 26 HP through that smoke at outer yard. They didn't make their way into secret just yet. LookingForOrg stalling out. The bomb, in fact, is set up to go down ramp, which isn't very well guarded or guarded at all here. No, Dexter's there. He's come back up from the B site, and he will be watching. Throws that Molotov again, which will hold LookingForOrg at bay and let MOUZ close the gaps that were created.
Torzy caught! A rare miss from the Opera, been on point so far this game, but that gives an opportunity over as Liki finds the punish. Presence position partially revealed here. Maybe the next point of pressure. What a shot from Sterling, and here we go! The lower site is open now. Bymas down there, but he's going to have players coming from every which angle, and he's aware of that possibility. MBK wants to reclaim this fight towards Mini, and he does exactly that. Huge kill to find, to at least give them a chance to battle back into this. This one's not done by any measure. I'm looking for Robert regrouping. They were going to try and pinch in towards A, but with that player dropping at Mini, they're going to reroute, and pressure will be on Bymas once more. But if there's a man who is ready for the pressure in this map, would be this guy right here, right now. Bymas. Chased by the Molotov, might give up the audio cue, but that actually just pushes him in towards control, ready to deal with the rest of the presence. They have util for him. Do they have a smoke? No, they haven't covered it off, but he hasn't peeked just yet. Doesn't want to reveal a spot, and so far he's doing a good job of not. Door opens. He's got one. He's got two as well. Denies the plant with only 15 seconds. They got to go. Hazard's alone on site, and he knows he has to get this done, but there's a player decon, and he isn't done. NBK lost in the sauce, lost in the smoke. Just allows that bomb plant through. One more step for NBK, and this round might already be over, but instead hazr has a chance to battle. And NBK, the storied player, is going to have to pull off a clutch here. If they want to end it right here, right now, they don't need to give him a fight. He doesn't have a smoke to cover this off either. Double doors are open. He knows. Has a kit. So time. Not as much of an issue, but he is running out of it. Precious resource still in there is going to be the shot from APOC. Looking for Org. Live to fight again.
Wow, just barely surviving there to ensure that they come out with that round. Looking for Org. Pretty happy, of course, to at least extend this by one more round, but the economy is still fantastic for MOUZ, and they're going to get a couple of ops and 3 A1Ss. In fact, it might be the first time we've seen the double op setup come through for MOUZ, as Dexter will be rocking that secondary op, as he is apt to do, and Torzy on the primary. Over on Looking for Org, they're just going to have AKs across the board because they can't afford that op just yet, and Torzy pushing up aggressively as he's been apt to do here in this CT side. hazr looking to spot him out, spamming the smoke, doesn't know that he's behind red box, so Looking for going to have to be careful. I mean, luckily for them, they are trending more towards lobby here than they are the outer yard, so they don't have to really worry about that too much. Dexter now going to get flashed into oblivion. He has to back off into the B site. He cannot engage any further here. That will give Looking for Org control of ramp room, and they can decide to go back up here. This is not a good idea because Frozen's watching, and they lose the man.
Pressure could be on that hop. Lucky not to be punished. The Molotov will try and force him back into a fight, and this time they've got him. Good use of the utility to come through with the punish, and Torzy has to be careful about how he wants to approach this. He still wants to fight, but they're coming forward to him, and Torzy's ready for it. So that'll be the heaven position tonight for now. They'll have to go up the ladder instead, and that'll slow them down a touch. Can MBK isolate this hut fight? That would be huge. Savage can clear it. He's ready for it, but he's not ready for the player to be up close. NBK, a massive kill to find, and now APOC and Sterling, they're alone. They're isolated. They don't have support from any teammates because their teammates are all dead. So they'll funnel in towards lower. They'll try and bail on out while they have been given the ramp. It's a bit of a honey trap. There's players on the site. Dexter already connects. One more kill, all that's needed. APOC battling, trying to fight here, and he cannot bring it through. MOUZ take the 2-0. They move on. Looking for Org are done. MOUZ actually don't move on. No one moves on from this.
No one moves on.
Nobody can. But at least MOUZ get one more win here as their EPL comes to a close.
Yeah, that's the MOUZ. If you're a MOUZ fan, that's certainly what you want to see.